Yes, hi, I am Dr. Puneet Chahar. I am from the Union, International Union Against Tuberculosis and Lung Disease. I have come as a resource person here in a 2 days training program for North and South District for with respect to training of enforcement officials with respect to COTPA. As you know, COTPA is basically the national legislation known as Cigarette and Other Tobacco Product Act for implementation of tobacco control efforts, and District Tobacco Control Cell of South and North Goa have organized this training. In this training, multiple departments are participating who are designated to do enforcement under the Act, and I'm happy that the Department of Customs, Food and Safety, Education, Panchayat, Mamlatar, all of them are present here, and we have taken session with respect to section 4, that is prohibition of public smoking, section 5 prohibition of tobacco advertisement, promotion and sponsorship, and section 6 that is prohibition of sale of tobacco product to and by minors, and also within the 100 yards of any education institution. And finally we'll be talking about section 7 also, which mandates that pictorial health warning should be present on the pack warnings, right? So I think Goa is at a very unique position because Goa has minimum or least prevalence of tobacco product, but ultimately it is complexed by people or tourists which are coming to Goa. I think around 40 to 50 lakh tourists come every year, and if we take the prevalence of tobacco smoking, that is 10% in India, at least 3 to 4 lakh people are coming here which are smoking within the state, and it basically complexes the problem and makes it difficult for us to achieve the smoke-free public places. So I think it's high time that Goa steps up to curb this menace of tourists coming here and smoking and using tobacco. So I think that's why enforcement is very important thrust area of tobacco control, apart from awareness, apart from school program, tobacco cessation, and other areas of tobacco control. So I think it's a very good step that has been taken by State Tobacco Control Cell and District Tobacco Control Cell, and I'm happy to contribute. Thank you so much.
Today there was a main issue was being carried out which youths of today's are affecting. That cause is e-cigarette. Could you please brief on that?
Yes, so electronic cigarettes are basically, or also known as electronic nicotine delivery system, also known as heat-treated tobacco product. So these are basically pen-like devices or pod-like devices which basically have a copper coil and nicotine, or maybe not nicotine, liquid that is heated when the person vape or smokes. Ultimately, this is basically becoming epidemic in various Western and European countries, and in India, however, fortunately, by efforts of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, it has been banned since 2019. But still, we see the implementation of PECA, that is Prohibition of Electronic Cigarette Act 2019, is not up to the mark, and therefore it is very important that the enforcement officials should strengthen the enforcement of PECA, because ultimately these electronic cigarettes are very fancy, and the youth of India and youth of many other countries have been fascinated by how it looks and how do they use, and the way they promote electronic cigarette is basically it is a surrogate, or maybe you can say as a solution to tobacco cessation, right? So it is part of tobacco cessation.
Have the no tobacco thing on the packet. एक पाउच करता आणि कशें पळय हेजेर कांयच ना. इनफॅक्ट अशें बरें बलून्स बी दाखोवप आनी भितर एक्चुअली तंबाखू आनी गुटखा विकता. सो दीस इट सेल्फ इज अ वायलेशन. सो in today's program also we are trying to show the participants तरेतरेचे वायलेशन जे जाता, बंपर पॅक म्हूण येता, डिस्काउंट पॅक म्हूण येता, हे सगळे पॅकाचेर एक्चुअली हे वायलेशन आसा आनी हो मागीर सीज करपाक. टॅक्स ना तेजेर, कांयच ना, मॅन्युफॅक्चरींग डेट ना, एमावंट ना, कांयच ना, आनी ह्यो भरपूर असल्यो पॅकेटां आतां गोंयांत येवपाक लागल्या. And therefore, particularly in Baddes Taluka, this is a serious matter for us because it is a loss of revenue to the government. It is violation of the package commodity rules. आनी हे हांगा येवपाक कारण एकूच टुरिस्टाक दिवप सो चॉकलेट स्ट्रॉबेरी मेंथॉल फ्लेवर अशे आनी हे आतां धाकटी चेडवां म्हणजे स्कूल हायर सेकंडरी भुरग्यांक हे आतां सिगरेटी दिवपाक लागले This is Win cigarette. I also want to show you from China. This is coming in large quantities to railways येतात भितर एअरपोर्टांसून आणि परत गोंयसून इंटरनॅशनल एअरपोर्टांसून भायर वयता. This cigarette packet international market it is selling at 1000 rupees. लंडनात तूं व्हरत जाल्यार 1000 आनी हांगा 50 रुपया मेळटा. सो 50 रुपयाचें सिगरेट पॅकेट लंडन वचून 1000 तूं फारीक करता तुजें एअर टिकेट रिटर्न फेअर तुका मेळटा. सो आमी तो विशय ऑलरेडी गव्हर्मेंटा मुखार घातला की कस्टम्स आनी एअरपोर्ट ऑफिशियल दे शूड स्कॅन द बॅग्स ऑफ द पीपल हू आर लिव्हिंग द कंट्री. ह्या सुटकेस भरून ह्यो सिक्युरिटी भायर वता. सो दीस इज अ न्यू डेंजर टू द स्टेट ऑफ गोवा. दीज पॅकेट्स वीच आर कमिंग वीच आर टोटली वायोलेशन. देर इज नो टॅक्स पेड कांयच ना. कोण हाडटा कशें पावता गोंयांत हेचेर गव्हर्मेंटान लक्ष घालचें. दीस इज आवर इम्पॉर्टंट रिक्वेस्ट. And since tourism season is starting on 27 September, आमकां दिसता की गव्हर्मेंटान हेजेर चड लक्ष घालपाक जाय. And we are saying Goa should work to become a smoke-free tourism destination. हळू हांव म्हणना ओवरनायट सगळें जातलें पूण टुरिजम डिपार्टमेंटान एक मेसेज धाडपाक जाय की कम टू गोवा वी आर अ स्मोक फ्री डेस्टिनेशन. यू कॅन एन्जॉय अ हॉलिडे विथआउट वरींग अबाउट टोबॅको. अशें जर आमी मेसेजींग करीत म्हाका दिसता गोवा वील गेट अ higher standard in the international tourism destination. Advertisement छापून this postcard should be made available again. म्हणजे स्टुडंटाक पासून 25 पैसा घालून हे लेटर धाडपाक जाता टू द प्रायम मिनिस्टर, प्रेसिडेंट, गव्हर्नर बी अशें